Hey, Katrina here from Scrappy Horses. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so happy you're here. I am working on a 3-video series here on quick, easy background cards for guys. So I know sometimes it can be difficult to design cards for guys, but hopefully I can give you some ideas here and show you how easy it can be to come up with something quick if you need to. Like I said, it's going to be a 3-part series, so I'm only going to cover one theme in this video, and I'll have a second video coming out very, very soon. So keep your eyes open if you want to see another theme, and then I'll have a third one. So let's get started on this theme. My card measurements are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I have a couple set up here already. So this is my card base, again 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and then my top layer here is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So let's go ahead, let's pull this one off to the side here, and let's start with this one. I'm going to start out by taking this piece, which is our top layer, and I'm going to duplicate it right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 pieces, align them. I left click there. Now I'm going to come down and left click center, and that will align them. I'm going to go ahead and grab them both and pull them right down here. Just for safety's sake, I'm going to line them up. Let's come over here to edit. I'm going to line them up at 6. All right, so I'm going to come right in here and type a 6. And I'm going to line them up at 7 because that'll be easy to remember. All right, so 6 and 7. Now I'm going to take this one on the top. I'm going to come over, here it is. See, I've clicked it and it shows up here in green. I'm going to hide it. It's gone. It's not gone, it's just hidden from view. I'm going to come over here now to images, left click, and I'm going to pull in this basketball right here. All right, I'm going to bring it down here. And I am going to duplicate it. Now I'm going to take those 2, I'm going to duplicate them. Now I've got 4, I'm going to duplicate them. All right, I have a bunch of basketballs now. I'm going to bring them in, and I'm going to start creating my background. So I'm going to be changing the sizes of these balls. I'm just laying them around, configuring them, just to get my space covered. Let's go ahead and pull this one down a hair, this one down a hair, this one up, this one, oop, I'm going to hit the back button here because I moved my piece, my rectangle, and we've got to keep that rectangle where we had it, 6 and 7, right? And I apologize to any teachers out there who are like, why did you choose those numbers? And for those of you who don't teach and don't have kids, for some reason, kids are saying those numbers over and over and over, and it's making all of the teachers crazy. All right, so we've moved some of these around now. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's make this one bigger. I'm just trying to vary the sizes a little bit and keep some coverage here, but not have anything like right on top of another. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And I'll just get rid of this one. And we're going to go ahead and take away anything that is outside of the rectangle. We're going to do that by selecting one ball with the paper or the rectangle. So here's the ball, here's the square, here's our slice. This ball sticking off, see it right there? Slice. This ball is definitely sticking off. And this one, and this one. We cannot slice them all at one time. It won't work that way, I'm afraid. Now I want to get rid of everything sticking off of the paper. So I'm just going to pull those away. All right. Now I want to get rid of anything that is white. So the easiest way to do that is to come over here and find them. Right? So here we go with our slice results. Let's get rid of these. There we go. Get them out of the mix. Anything white. So here we go. I'm going to click and you can look right here. It is black. That one is white. See how that's white right there? So on my keyboard, I'm going to hit delete. Black. That whole thing is white. You know what? I can get rid of it. This one's white. Get rid of it. This one's white. 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 Black. 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 There's the white one. All right. There we go. Now, remember, we shut our eye on a rectangle. Let's go find it. It's right here. I'm going to open the eye and look perfectly there. But before I do anything, I'd like to give that some color. So I want to select it, come up here to this white square, and I want to make it this color of orange. Now I'm going to change this from a basic cut to a print then cut. That's going to keep this orange. Now I'm going to sweep over everything and I'm going to come back down to the flatten, and that is going to create the background. And there it is. So there's our background for this card. Now, pretty simple, right? Now we're going to take this piece and we're going to turn it into a die cut. So let's come over here to the offset. Let's offset it. I'm going to go a little smaller than that, I think. Let's go about right there. 0.125. And we're going offset, so we move this to the right. I'm going to click apply. Now, I don't want the spaces cut out there. So I'm going to come down while it's still selected. I'm going to come here to contour. Left click, hide all contours. Left click, apply. While it's still selected, I'm going to change it to the color white. Now I'm going to sweep over both pieces and flatten. I'm going to right click, come down to arrange, come across, and left click, bring to front. And there's one simple card for us. Now, there are two ways you could do this. You can cut this as a separate piece, or you can bring it on here. Let's take our card base away. Sweep over the two, click align, come down, left click center. While they're both selected, you can just click flatten. That'll just print and cut one piece. All you have to do is adhere it to your card base. Now, have trouble centering things? Let me give you an easy way to do this. All right, so let's go backwards from what we've done here. All right, before you flatten, take this, copy, set it aside. Now come in, align, center, flatten. So this will print then cut. You'll glue this or adhere it to your card base, right? Then this is already printed. This will print separately. You just bring it over the top and put it right in there. You could also put it on with some dimensional tape, and then it would stick off the top, and that would make it fun also. All right, so there's one idea for you. Let's move that over. All right, let's play with this second idea. All right, here's our card base. This time we're going to do our card base in white. Here is the piece that we've already done. All I did was duplicate it, right? And we can duplicate it again for a third one if we wanted to. We just hit that duplicate, pull that off to the side. So here we are. Here's how we're going to start. Now, let's pull in a shape. Let's just pull in a square. I know that this is 4 inches wide. Let's make our square 4 inches wide. I'm just typing in a 4 at my keyboard. Now I can make this however tall I want it to be. I'm going to take away the card base for a moment. Just stick it right over there. Now I'm going to bring this down, right? And I'm just going to align, bottom, align, left or right. It doesn't matter. And we have a choice. We can either do this as 2 separate pieces of paper, or if you want to save paper, you can take this and flatten it. There we go. Now, we can, again, we have some choices. We could, if you wanted to, if you've got a piece of canvas ribbon or something, right? Let's just pull that in. Let's pull in a piece of canvas ribbon here, okay? And let's say it is about 1/2 inch wide. And canvas would be sort of a white color. We'll make it a white colored canvas here. And pull this across like so. We're going to pull it across this way. Make it back at our 0.5. There we go. And then this, remember how we made it into a die cut? We can just bring that die cut. I'm going to move it to the front first. Bring it in and just hang it right over the top, like so. All right. And maybe this is better if it's a different color, maybe gray. Like so. So there's another thought for you, okay? Or you could make this black piece, let's unflatten. You could make the black piece smaller. Move this down just a smidge, like so. And we could put in some verbiage down here. So we can come over to text and type in good luck. So I've got some text. I'm going to double click and type good luck. I'm going to make it smaller just by pushing in here. Bring this up. And you're thinking, well, that didn't do me any good. I can't see that. But we can just change this color right here. Can change it to a light gray, or even more effects, we can change it to white. We can move this down a little bit like this. Obviously, you're going to want to print and cut if you do this. So let's print all of this, flatten it. And that flattened this piece also. Again, you could have your extra die cut to put on the front, pop it off, and here's our card back here in white. And there's that one. Now, one more we could do that might be fun is if we take this and we pull it in like so. Let's get another card back here. Let's pull this one down, pull this down, pop it up here on top. Let's come back to images. Let's come down to something like this. All right, this is kind of fun. Let's take this now, let's rotate it 90. Pop it right over here. Take this, and we don't have to keep this the way it is, right? Right now it says Panthers, and we don't want Panthers basketball necessarily. So let's just take this piece, right? Let's put it right here. Let's bring it across. Let's get rid of Panthers by slicing that out. All right. So now I can just pull this out, and that's gone. Now I can type in whatever I want. All right, so just for fun though, let's put Panthers back. Let's pull this white out. And I want to pull in text. And I'm going to go with this Extreme Fonts Little League for my font here. And I'm going to pump it up to this size. Just going to match it up. I'm going to pull this here now. Take this down here and get rid of all of this. Now I'm going to come in with this text. Now I'm going to come in with this text, and before I do anything else, I'm going to come over and edit, and I'm going to take this text and I'm going to change my letter spacing. And I'm going to make it closer together. Much better. And now I'm going to change it to, you know, let's change it to Purdue. Here's our slice result with Panthers. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to delete it. We've got our Purdue in here. We can make that a little smaller. I want to center this, align, center horizontally. There we go. Flatten. I'm going to make it smaller. And now I'm going to come in and I am going to make this into a die cut. So we're going to come over to Edit, Offset, Apply. I want to get rid of the holes. So I'm going to come down to Contour, hide all contours, click, Apply, left click, turn that to white, left click, sweep over it all, flatten, size it down, and bring it in right there. So now I can put in the name of my team if I want to, and turn it horizontally. So now here we are. We have 3 different ideas for 3 different styles of cards using the very same easy background. Hey, any comments or questions, I'm always happy to answer. Also, if you have some themes that you'd like covered, I would love some ideas, and I'm more than happy to share what I know. Just drop it down in that box below. Again, I'm going to be covering a couple more guy card ideas very, very soon. So you might want to hit that follow button so you don't miss out on those. It is March 27th, 2026. So if you're seeing this in the future, you'll sort of know the date to look. I'll also try to get these categorized under Cards for Guys. All right. Hey, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch up with you very soon in the next video. Bye.